Hey guys, welcome back with another video. Your boy Oscar here again. Today is going to be the last video of the Gokai Red helmet. Today we're going to finish it. So let's get started. Hey, what's up guys? So we're here back in my little work area. So, today we're going to be finishing off the red Gokai Ranger helmet. As you can see right here, it's finally been filled in a little bit more. So what we're going to be doing is filling the inside of the helmet. And any little drips of the resin that we're going to be using on the inside of the helmet is going to be sanded off quickly. And so before we get started, before you do anything, when you're working with resins and stuff like that, you need gloves. So one of the first things you're going to be knowing, what we're going to be using, something that I've been waiting to get in the mail for a long time to make this video. So it finally got here. I'm really pumped. It's something I've used a lot when I used to do casted helmets. And a lot of you guys might know this material, smooth cast. We got Sparta, actually part A actually. We got part A and part B. This is a 1-to-1 ratio resin, so they had to be mixed together evenly to get a nice plastic. So what we're going to be doing is for the inside of each one of these helmets, since fiberglass doesn't really work when you're putting it on a 3D print on its own, because for some odd reason the PLA or whatever other filament you're going to be using doesn't really stick. It kind of comes loose for some reason. Even if you sand it rough and try to stick it on later, doesn't work. But what I found out, and I found this out just recently, and this is why I wanted to make the video for you guys, so you guys would know. If you put this mixture inside, not sponsored by these people, but they got awesome products. If you mix these two together and then put it on the inside as an interior, it'll make a nice little shell on the inside. Plus, if you want to give it some extra strength, you can actually add fiberglass to the inside and it'll stick to the smooth cast resin. Alright guys, we're going to be taking our smooth cast 300, mixing them in 2 separate cups, and then combining the mixtures, part A and part B, into a 3rd cup. And do it in small amounts, because if you go too much, you're going to end up wasting a lot of material, because this does cure it within a matter of minutes. Ah crap, I think I just soiled, I soiled myself. Not in that way. Not in that way. No. Don't get it twisted. I swear. No. No. I'm clean. Well, not clean, but I'm not soiled in that way. Alright guys, after you mix that 1-to-1 ratio of part A and the part B of the smooth cast, the next thing you want to do is put it into the helmet, a little bit at a time, just a little bit. Maybe like each cup about about a centimeter. So when you put it in there, then you're going to swish it around a little bit, because it does cure pretty fast depending on where you are. Like here in Puerto Rico, it gets a little hot, so the curing will be almost instantaneous. And it's cured when the helmet starts to turn white. It's Christmas, it's snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. We're going to end up doing the last part of the helmet, and then we're going to put them both together and see how strong it is. Obviously, I'm not going to drop it on the floor. Alright guys, what's next is we're going to be working on the latch system now that the sanding is done. We're going to be using something called water weld that you can find at your local Walmart in the auto parts department. Remember, with this type of material you need to wear gloves, because you don't want to get this material into your fingernails, because it is a little bit toxic. So remember always to wear protection, wear your gloves. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting the putty onto the edges of the helmet where the seams meet up. That way, where we put these super magnets will be acting as the latch system from one end to the other, locking it into place. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is take our Loctite and glue the super magnets into place into the water world. This way you can make sure that the magnets do not come out from one end to the other, because these are very strong magnets, and if you don't use any super glue or like Loctite, they will come off. Then you're just going to have a big problem and a big mess. Alright guys, so now all we wait is the glue to dry, and then we see if we made magic happen. So luckily, as you guys remember, I did say these things already have keys on the inside. So all I have to do is just lock the tops and pray that these magnets stick and don't come off when I take the helmet off.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, the glue is dry. This baby looks like it's holding up. I still need to put like a little bit some elastic straps on the top, so that way it makes it a little bit easier and it locks it into place. If I can get two others right here, it'll hold it really well and it won't even come off. And say goodbye to latches, everybody. Say goodbye to latches. It's super magnets, the latchless helmets. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to be doing is cutting the pattern off of the visor, and from the visor, we're going to paint the helmet and then put the visor in. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you exactly what I use to make these visors. I know a lot of people use those thin little tinted visors that you can basically see right through it even in the dark. You can see the person's face and everything. So what I decided to do, basically I made a simple pattern right here for the Gokai helmet. All I basically did was put a piece of just scrap paper. You might not be able to tell, but this is used to be used for like peppercura. So it's like one of my old little peppercura patterns. I guess let's see if I can. Yeah, look at that. Ah, there you go. See? Like one of my old peppercura patterns. But, you know, I basically made a pattern. I put the paper on the inside of the helmet, basically sketched it out. And what I use is basically this nice, it's basically a thermoplastic. It's PETG plastic. You can find it on Amazon or even eBay. Most of the time I get it off of eBay because it's always available and you can get it in several different sheets and sizes. If anything, I will put a link in the description below, that way you guys can find it when you decide to make one of your own helmets. And also, this plastic is perfect when you want to do vacuum forming and everything, because it is a thermoplastic. So if you have a vacuum form machine and everything, this is the perfect stuff to use. And you can actually dye this. You can actually dye this material. It's awesome. So, but for you guys who don't have a vacuum former, you can't, and you don't have what it takes to dye or the material. One of the next best things is something I use right here is basically limo guard. This is actually a tinted window visor, but limo grade, so it's specifically dark. You won't be able to see anything from when you're walking in a convention. People won't be able to see your face, even in sunlight. So this is perfect. This is what I recommend. You can pick this up at any Walmart. I found this one. It was only about $10. So I would suggest go for this brand and this brand only. Oh man, this looks awesome. Oh man, this looks awesome, guys. This looks awesome, really nice. The visor came out so excellent. Obviously, I know you guys can't hear me that well right now, but this is great. This is awesome. Just needs a little bit of padding on the top, but I'll add that after I do the painting. Right now, I just have it being held with some tape. But as you guys can see, you can see clearly from, you really can't see my hand pass through it. That's how good this tint is. You really can't see my hand behind the visor. So I'm like going like that. You really can't see it. So that shows how good this thing is. You can't even see behind me. So this came out so awesome. It is unbelievably cool. See guys, and remember how this thing started a couple videos ago. This was a blue 3D printed helmet. Now very strong. It got a visor, and now magnetic latches system. And now a magnetic latching system, which is awesome. Very clean, easy to remove too, so that will be great for conventions, especially when you're dealing with the heat of wearing a helmet. So you know what's next, guys. Next is the last part. What we're going to be doing first is going to be adding gold paint, so that way I can do the trimming on this side. And then I'm going to tape that off, add some silver here, let it dry, and then cover this, and then just give it all around a red coating and a clear coat, and then we are done and we are ready to go. And you know what it's time after that? It's morphin' time after that, guys. Or like they said in the series, go catch change! Alright guys, so we finally made it to the last stage of the painting process of the red Gokaiger helmet. And I gotta say, it looks amazing. It looks completely awesome. All we have to do now is add a few coats of clear. And for a lot of you guys who are wondering what kind of paint I've been using, since I do use a spray can, this is actually the Ace Premium Paint and Primer, which is basically, but this is a gloss enamel, so this actually dries about in 25 minutes, give or take. Maybe a little faster depending on the temperature of outside. If you're living in warmer areas, it should take about 25 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And then do a few coats here and there, and I think we're going to be done. We can actually be able to add the visor at the end of it. Alright guys, so we finally finished the helmet. It is finally completed. Everything is done. The prepping, the sanding, the filling, the painting, the clear coat gloss. And now to finally see what the helmet looks like. Oh, ha, ha. It's morphin' time. Yeah, ho, he, ha, ho. Yeah. Amazing, guys. This thing completely came out so awesome. This thing is incredible. I really love the way this came out. It's a little big on me because it's not necessarily meant for me. It's for a customer of mine, one of my clients. So what I did here, I know you guys can notice that there are no latches. But how is it, you know, staying closed? The easy answer is what I decided to do for my client's request. He asked me to put magnets on the inside of this helmet to have it, you know, lock it in place for easy removal and, you know, putting it on. Because obviously sometimes we fidget with those clasps here and there. So I decided, okay, let me try it. I can't make any promises since I've never put magnets in these helmets before. So I did put the magnets, and it worked out extremely perfectly. Like, these are very strong magnets. These are actually the rare earth magnets, those super strong magnets. So it locks into place, so there's no worry about it fidgeting or coming off. And the back of the helmet actually had registration keys 3D printed along with it. So it comes in handy. So it locks into place exactly. So there's and look at that. Also, look at that shine, guys. This thing is like so glossy with this thing. Look at this. You can actually see the light in front of my computer. Like this thing is awesome. And I gotta say, this is one of my most favorite Rangers out of all the series. Next to obviously Tommy Oliver, the White Ranger, and his Green Ranger. Those will always be my favorite. But this pirate version of the Power Rangers, the Go Kiger helmets, were always so awesome. And it's, I gotta honestly say, it's one of the best helmets I've ever come across to make. And if you guys really do want to make it, I will give you a link to the Etsy store where I got the file from, where you can purchase it yourself. And basically, this was this 3-step tour of making this helmet. I gotta honestly say, it came out amazing. The detail in the gold and the red and the visor, and like I showed you in this video, the visor is very easy to do. I showed you the materials that you can use. Very easy to find, very easy to put in. The inside of the helmet was actually with some foam, just basically 2mm foam wrapped around the visor, that way to keep it snug into place, and it stays pretty well, and you guys can't even see the inside of anybody's face. Like, my hand is completely immersed in this, and you can't see any of my hand. You can't see any of my hand moving around, and it's awesome, you know. I gotta say, this is one of my most favorite builds. And so if you guys want to know all the other materials, I will put a list below of everything I've used that you guys can use. Very simple to find. All these materials you can find at any hardware store. The file you can find online on Etsy. And just follow the tutorial that I gave you, the step-by-step of what I use and how I did it, and you too can have this. Oh, I don't want to give this baby up now. I don't want to give him up. Should I keep him? Alright guys, the next video is already in the making right now. I'm gonna be working on a prop from one of our favorite video games of all time, Overwatch. Since we're already entering the month of Halloween, this prop comes good timing. So I'm gonna be making that video soon. I'm working on the prop as we speak. And if you guys have a recommendation of a prop you want to see me make, a weapon, a helmet, an armor piece, just let me know. Just leave it in the comments down below, and I will pick one of you guys' favorite armors, helmets, or props. You know, I will do that just for you guys, because I want you guys to know how to make these things. Because I didn't have anybody when I started, but I'm gonna be there for you guys. So remember, if you like this video and you found it informative and you learned something on how to make these helmets and how to have your own, especially the magnet clasp, that's very important, because I know a lot of you guys would love to have this one. Remember, click subscribe and smash that like button. Smash it. Use a cosplay prop and smash that thing. Just don't break your prop in the process. So remember guys, please subscribe. I will be coming back with another video coming up soon. Hopefully in the next week the video will be up. And I will be also working on another Ranger helmet. But this Ranger helmet is actually from the video game Legendary Wars. So